Good evening. Merry Christmas. Hope y'all had a good day. Whether you celebrate or not. Yes, I celebrate Christmas. Believe it or not, baptized, went to church, did the whole 9 yards when I was little too. I've got a well-rounded religious background here. Let's get some energy of what we got going on. Ooh. South Node, some past life energy here. Capricorn, things about addictions, things like that. 11. Cycle. Things we need to take control over. It's the Devil card. 11. Manifesting number. There's definitely a major crossroad getting ready to happen now. Got the Moon. Some secrets, stars, some guidance here. The universe is pointing in a direction, but there's still a lot unsaid, a lot unknown. What energy is coming through? What kind of energy are we channeling tonight? The universe is trying to mess with me. I refuse to engage. That's what the secret says. It's like, oh man, this is messing with my head. I don't know when we'll see each other again or what the world will look like when we do, but I will always think of you when I need to be reminded there is beauty and goodness. You are your own prisoner. I really feel like there's some sort of separation. Someone feels like they're imprisoned. I asked for so little. Just let me rule you and you can have everything you want. I'll be your huckleberry. Blessed be. I like the huckleberry card now because I used to take it as kind of like a challenge, but now it's now that I know that it means knuckle bearer or huckle bearer, it means someone who helps carry your casket. But it's also, that's Doc Holliday there. See some past life energy here from Tombstone. Let's see what's going on. There could be more to do with that too. Transportation, forgiveness, Egypt. Vows. I get there was a major transport here, like someone came from another country or from the Mediterranean or Northern African. Got the Twin Flame card here. Male, female. You guys have been playing this game a bunch of times here. That's what we got. I mean, alright, so you can't even really deny this any more than this, right? You got vows. You got medicine woman or medicine man. You got high priest and high priestess. And you got the male, female card. So those are pretty much all lining up to what we got for this transportation in Egypt. Y'all who've heard of the Twin Flame thing know it, but this is people that you've been extremely connected with before. Let's get a little bit more on this story, because it's got my attention so hard now. I get like a difference though, right? There's a difference in cultures here, because there's this type of culture with the medicine woman, medicine man, and then there's this high priest, high priestess, right? Galactic. Definitely starseed connections, imprisonment, slavery. There's been a lifetime where these two have been separated before, right? I get the top of the Mediterranean. It could have been across the Mediterranean era there with Egypt, right? Something along those lines. Either from the north to the south or south to the north. Just at some point these cultures clash together. Oh yes. Like during the Roman Empire where they were like capturing people from all these different cultures, right? And they were all being enslaved and imprisoned together. A lot to do with written communication here. Sacrificing the child I was meant to be. Someone in this lifetime is dealing with, they had to grow up very, very young. There's a lot of synergy at play here. There's a lot of synchronicities, a lot of synergy at play here. Yeah, because this is an activation of a timeline going on. What's going on here? Six of Staves victory here. Definitely looks like, you know, in the 5D anyway, that the objective of this timeline is to overcome some sort of distance, a rite of passage, right? Of overcoming the past and building new stability. Alright, somebody's been activated, I feel like, by like a divine feminine energy, right? Could be a divine water sign. The divine feminine water sign, right? This is the Queen of Cups. This is somebody who operates from a heart-based center, right? It causes conflict. There's a lot of conflict around this situation, right? Because there's a lot of passionate energy around this situation, right? That's that Ace of Wands, right? A lot of fire energy that's in between these energies, right? There's a lot of anxiety about this, though, because it activates that Nine of Cups energy. And I don't know how to say with the Nine of Cups, it's like, it's this hopeful energy, right? Because then you get the Ace of Cups, right? So you get the Nine of Cups there, got this person really in their feels, right? But once again, over that Five of Swords, there's still a lot of conflicting energy. There's a truce of something that needs to be had here. Someone is in a hermit mode, right? Reflecting on a lot. Like, hermit mode is a time of where you're reflecting a lot. You know, whereas Hangman is you're getting a new perspective. Hermit is you're kind of reflecting on things that you've done and stuff like that. Relying on new knowledge, learning new knowledge, things of that nature. We got Five of Cups here. This person is worried about disappointments right over that Nine of Cups, right? It's like as soon as there's a taste of it, there's a fear of it at the same time because they've been disappointed before. Like I said, we got Three of Staves, Six of Swords, Six of Staves. 66 is a big number here today too. 55 and 66. We got Eight of Cups, Four of Coins. So the objective on the 5D as the timeline lays out, is there's a victory about someone overcoming a distance here, but they have to release the past and gain some balance. We got 77, and there's that hangman, right? So we get 6 of Cups. They definitely have to move on from the past over that 6. Man, that's 666 right there, right? A lot of releasing the past here, right? And having to put a healthy boundary around it. There's a lot of illusions here. You know what I'm saying? This person can have they're having to change their perspectives. They're having to change. They have to. Whatever fantasy they thought they were going to be able to conjure with all these cups floating over their head in the air, and they thought they were going to just be able to keep going like that. What? No, that's no, that's not how it works, right? It's not how it works, and it's not what they want. They want this Queen of Cups. They want new beginnings, right? They want to come out of the shadows. Get a lot with the sun and moon here. Could have something to do with people who have matching sun and moon signs. Some sort of form of that way. 2 of Cups, soul connection. A Knight of Swords, right? You have 2 of Cups connection here. This Knight of Swords is watching this connection probably way more than you think. It might not even be, like, they don't even have to be aware, because this is all, like, on the 5D level of this reading. So, this person, it's... because it's so intense, even if they try not to envision it, even if they try not to look, even if they try to stay away from social media and they try not to look at anything, right? What, they'll be bombarded by dreams. They'll be bombarded, by synchronicities, synergy, right? All these star things, right? Will keep appearing for them, right? 3 of Cups. Wanting to come into a celebration. I feel like this person kind of wants to join in somebody else's celebration. Ooh, 10, 10, 10. Dude, y'all, I can't make this up tonight. This is intense. Alright, we have the Lovers. Right? Got the 10 of Staves. We got the Star card. We got the 10 of Swords. And we got the 10 of Cups. I mean, 2 of Cups and the Lovers cards are, once again, both the Twin Flame cards, right? I can't believe I keep saying once again, too. I really try not to lean too much on that, because a lot of people take it to a very toxic, dangerous place, and that's not where it's supposed to be when you're dealing with the karmics and everything. But this is intense, right? This is what it is, and I just have to shoulder the responsibility of it, right? Understand that divine guidance is divine guidance. You have to get out of this drama queen mode. Yeah. When there's this type of connections going on, everybody's going to try to stab you in the back. Nobody wants it to happen. Why? Because it's 10 of Cups and it's rare. And people from your past don't want you to have that. Yeah. Gotta find balance with the things that you overindulge in, right? Everything in moderation. Gotta stop lying to yourself, right? Gotta get away from these crabs in the bucket. That's what I'm saying. All these people that are gonna pull you down anytime you reach towards your happiness, right? And you gotta be a little bit more responsible with your money. That goes into this balance as well, whatever it is, right? The only thing that has you trapped is yourself, right? We have the Empress upright here and Judgment. So what is the deal with this? Imprisonment, Judgment, this Empress. I believe the Empress in this situation, Divine Feminine, is just like the world is open to you. You just gotta go for it. You gotta go for the world, right? You gotta make a move. Gotta be the Knight of Staves, right? Could be a fire sign there. If you want the Queen of Pentacles. it's just it. It's just how it's supposed to be. I don't know how else to tell you guys this. I know it's cliche, and I know it's whatever, but it's literally, I mean, when it comes to these types of connections, right? When it comes to them, when it comes to these matching frequencies, right? When it comes to these over and over again, right? When it comes to all this spirituality, when it comes to these types of intense connections, right? Like masculine and feminine, right? You get the vowels right, the masculine and feminine, the masculine and the feminine, right? It's about the balance between the two. It's about the balance between the two energies. I don't care what's between your legs. If you're the masculine, you gotta act like the masculine, and if you're the feminine, you gotta embrace your feminine energies, right? You can't, and that's what creates toxic masculinity and toxic femininity. Point blank. Period. That's what causes it. What? When you're naturally a feminine person trying to operate from a masculine center, you become a toxic fucking feminine, and when you're a masculine, you operate from a feminine center, you become a toxic masculine. Think about it. Feminines are more ruled by emotions and things like that. So a toxic masculine is someone who's a slave to their emotions. Toxic feminine is what? They act like a toxic masculine. They're total, buttheads. You reap what you sow in these energies, right? They're like, they act like dudes. They like, date a bunch of guys, and they act like a dude about relationships and stuff like that, right? That's a toxic feminine. They're embodying toxic traits of the masculine. Doesn't make any sense. Pay attention to the symmetry around you, man. When you feel like the universe is operating around you, when you feel that pull, when you feel the signs, when you feel the synchronicities, it's a matter of not being afraid of that, right? It's about, I feel a lot about hope. And there's definitely an arising from. And I feel like this really more pertains to the divine feminine with the two feminine cards, right? I feel like a lot of feminines were like parentalized and had to grow up really, really fast. Like masculines, I know it happens to them a lot, but I feel like the ones who carry the heavier shadow might be the feminines here with these cards, or what they've had to sacrifice for the timelines that they're going for. Though of course it always goes both ways. Oh man. Part of me wants to do an extended, but the other part of me wants to go ahead and sign off now in case nobody wants to see all that. But that is an intense connection. Maybe we'll tap into it again tomorrow. I got rooted in wildness here. I like that, right? Rooted in wildness, grounded and at flight. I get the image of like when you're meditating and you concentrate on your roots going down into the ground, and then you envision them coming up and then coming out, right? And then you got the birds flying out of the tree with your energy. I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. That would be a great meditation to do. Alright. Blessed be y'all. Love y'all, and I'll be back as soon as I can. I promise.